Got a quarter?
Due to the graphic nature of the following program, viewer discretion is advised.
First, Prosecutor Fisher, last time we were here, we have a discussion about this. Do you have?
Your Honor, I have been, the victim's appearance was waived. However, the city has been in touch with the victim in this case. At this time, the city is in the process of confirming information that it believes it will use to file contempt charges against the defendant for violating the no contact order.
How? I don't call her. Ever.
Oh, so what'll happen is he'll provide me with whatever calls, because everything's recorded.
When would you have? Because okay, Mrs. Bush.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Diaz has been incarcerated for 3 weeks at this time. He does have somewhere else to stay. He did provide me with an address that I verified as residential address. We would request, I believe his bond is set at $10,000 right now. We would request a personal bond. He does have an APA hold as well, but the APA is now aware that he's here, so.
Okay, Mr. Diaz. I'm going to grant the request of your attorney. You've been in jail for 3 weeks. If you don't get the point now, you're never gonna get it, and then you're staying in jail until we finish the case. Okay. You have a no contact order. I'm gonna put a personal bond, 20,000 default, meaning that if you contact her and there is evidence that you have contacted her directly, indirectly, through social media, a relative, a friend, whatever, whoever, okay? You're gonna stay in jail unless you can pay the $20,000 until the case is over. Don't say anything as to the allegation. For now, it's an allegation, okay? So that means that if she contacts you, what you gonna do?
Call the police.
Okay. And does she know where your relative resides? Where are you gonna leave?
Or my new girlfriend's house on Denison, West 54th. My father stays upstairs. That's how I got the place, because the people downstairs moved out. So I moved in, moved her in with me. And, well, long story short, I
Don't
came here.
Don't say anything about the facts of this case. She doesn't live in the same building. The victim, is that correct?
No, not where I'm going to go, no.
Okay, so meaning that if the victim goes to where you are going to be housed, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna call the police.
Okay, don't go out, don't exchange words with her, and if she sends somebody for you to text or to answer a text, even if it is through a third-party cell, what are you gonna do?
Not answer it. I'll block the number.
Okay, so you understand that there is no excuse for a no contact.
Correct.
You get that?
I do.
Okay, so if you comply with the requirements, you'll have no problem. Okay, you can be out and you can go about with your life.
Thank you.
So right now, the decision of you going back to jail is on you. Okay? So in addition of the personal bond, 20,000 default, you will be placed under the court supervised release and GPS. Okay? Just want to be sure that you're not going to be close to her. Do you have any questions?
The first day that I do get out, if I get out, I can go get my property, or is there a motion that I can preserve my property?
Okay. So the question was, can I go and get my property?
Well, if I call the
What is
police-
the answer to that question?
I thought that you could call the police to go get some stuff, right?
So that's your answer. Okay? You never go alone to collect your property. You call the police. If the police is not available, you cannot collect your property. Okay? Don't get close to it. And be sure that when you're driving towards her address, the police is either in front of you or behind you. It's not that you're going to go to the property, park there until the police arrive.
No.
That's not going to work either. Okay?
Okay.
Clear? Okay, thank you for the question. And you understand that next time, if you violated this, I'm not going to listen to any of the excuse. And I know that after about is the excuse coming up, I'm not going to care about the excuse. You're going in unless you pay the 20,000.
Okay.
Understood?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, very well. So we will continue. Discovery is needed, or discovery has been exchanged?
Still ongoing, Your Honor.
Still ongoing, yeah.
Okay, how long, Prosecutor Fisher?
By the end of the month, Your Honor, it'll be complete.
Okay, February 28, 9 o'clock. Okay, is discovery completed?
No. I believe this is Mr. Higgins' first appearance with counsel on this matter.
Okay.
He is returning from Conneaut, I believe is where you were.
Yes, Lake Erie Correctional Institution.
What?
He just returned from doing some prison time at Conneaut, like
I
Erie
see.
Correctional.
Because for the same, oh, I can't say nothing.
No, you
No,
cannot.
no, yeah.
But you can clarify all facts through your attorney when discovery is exchanged. Okay, so how long would you need, Prosecutor Hewitt?
How about 2 weeks would be fine, Your Honor.
February 27th. Okay, let's talk about bond.
No, when they gave me a personal bond, then I went straight to Lorraine.
9 o'clock. How long you've been in jail, sir?
He's been sitting in county since February 7th. Prior to that, he was at Lake Erie. Prior to that, he was in county, and I believe the fact that he picked up these cases is what violated his probation.
Sanctioned. These cases right here sanctioned me and sent me to Lorraine and Lake Erie for 6 months.
So he was arraigned here, received a personal bond, and
which-
then went straight out to Lake Erie, Conneaut.
Oh, I see.
So I'm not sure if he even has a bond.
So
at the
maybe
moment.
last time we called this, that I put a 2,500 bond, he was in jail.
I was in Lorraine Correctional Institution.
Oh, okay.
He has not been out since he was first arrested for this incident over 5 months ago.
Okay. Warrant, recall, personal bond. There is a no contact in the criminal trespass in that case. I think in all of them, warrant, recall, petty theft, no contact with the entity that allegedly you incurred in the theft, and no contact in case 2018 as well, personal bond, warrant, recall. Case continued to 2/27/19, 9 o'clock. And if for whatever reason you are in jail again or prison, you need to contact your attorney, because I will continue the case and not issue a warrant.
Because when I was in the correctional institution, I tried to file a motion of availability before I can have a pass a speedy trial, before I can get rid of this while I was incarcerated, while I was doing the time, but
I see. It didn't go through, I guess.
yeah, it ain't going through.
Okay, very well, but just, I'm glad you're knowledgeable, but if you know that for whatever reason you are not going to be available February 27th, you need to contact your attorney, okay? Have a good day, sir.
Okay.
We do have a resolution in this matter, Your Honor.
Okay. How long has been in jail?
3 days, something like that.
I believe it's been 3 days.
Okay.
Let me see your
Prosecutor Hewitt?
Your Honor, for the case ending in 470, I anticipate a plea to that.
Okay, let me find it. Okay, plea. Uh-huh. What else?
Case ending in 471, I anticipate a plea to that. That's criminal trespass.
Okay.
And then case ending in 473, the open container and the criminal trespass. And I will nolly case ending in 548 and 549.
And he has 550,
I will nolly that.
566?
I will nolly that.
They're remaining.
I will nolly the remaining. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Your Honor, Mr. LeBron has been incarcerated since the 7th of February.
Okay, very well. Mr. LeBron, the prosecutor has proposed a resolution with your attorney for you pleading to 4 misdemeanors of the 4th degree, each one entailing maximum penalty 30 days in jail and $250 in fine. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And do you understand that a guilty plea is an admission of guilt? You have to verbalize your answers so that it can be recorded.
Yeah.
Okay. And because you have the potentiality to go to jail for 30 days in each one of the 4 charges of the M4, you have the right to go to trial. You have the following constitutional rights. You have the right to go to trial by a judge or by a jury. And because you are presumed innocent, the prosecutor needs to prove beyond reasonable doubt that you are guilty. You have the right to cross-examine all witnesses introduced at trial by the prosecutor through your attorney, and you have the right to subpoena witnesses to testify on your behalf. You have the right to have an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney will be provided to you at no cost, as it is provided to you today. And you have the right to remain silent throughout the procedures, and no one can comment on it. In fact, you have the right to say nothing, and you have the right to prove nothing. It's the prosecutor who has to prove. Do you understand your constitutional rights?
Mm-hmm.
Do you, you have to verbalize your answer.
Yes.
Okay.
I understand.
Do you have any questions as to your constitutional rights?
No.
Okay. And do you understand that a guilty plea is an admission of guilt?
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you plead to, in case 2018 ending in 9549, case 2018 ending in 9550, and in case 2018 ending in 78, no, 2018 ending in 9471, and 2018 ending in 9470. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I gave you 2 pleas. It was 4 misdemeanors
Yes,
of the
Your Honor.
4th degree. How do you plead, sir?
Guilty.
Guilty. I accept your guilty plea. I find you guilty Anything that you want to say, Ms. Bush, prior to sentencing?
No.
Your Honor, we would request that the court consider that Mr. LeBron is indigent. We would request that any court costs that are incurred be waived at this time.
How many days he's been in jail, you said?
Since the 7th.
6 days. Okay. Mr. LeBron, you stated that you did not want to address the court. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, very well. I accept your guilty plea, find you guilty, and in case 2018 ending in 9473, I find you $50 in each count, and in all others, M4s is $50 in fine. I'm gonna find you indigent for court cost purposes. I will give you credit for time served in each one of the cases. Sentence is satisfied. Okay. All this is closed and over. Have a good day. Take care. Next. You've been charged with a domestic violence. Maximum penalty, 6 months in jail, $1,000 in fine. And because you have the potential, and in addition of, domestic violence is an enhanceable offense, which means if you are found guilty of a misdemeanor domestic violence, next time is a felony, then you'll go to prison. So you need to have an attorney, okay? If you cannot afford an attorney, you can go to the public defender's office and interview with them, and you can have an attorney at no cost. I marked the file that I have given you the warning of your entitlement to have an attorney at no cost. Okay? I'm going to give you initially a brief continuance for you to retain an attorney, and then the next time you come, it will be a longer continuance because discovery evidence needs to be exchanged, okay? So today is the 12th. I'm going to give you until the 20th for you to either retain a private attorney at 9 o'clock, to retain a private attorney, or to go to the public defender's office, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, 9 o'clock.
Your Honor, Thomas Fisher for the City of Cleveland. Just want to confirm, is there no contact order in place? Just wanted to be 100% sure about that.
Your Honor, may I speak?
Just a minute, we'll do it by turns. Let me verify that, and then you'll have, I answer, and then you can ask or comment. Yes, there is a no contact order issued, not signed by him, but it was ordered.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
I was, when I just got out of jail like 2 days ago, 48 hours ago. The judge didn't issue a non-contact order because the victim is currently my fiance, and we're expecting actually within 20 days. Her due date is March 1st. That's why a non-contact order shouldn't have been issued, and that's why I didn't sign one, because as right now we're engaged and expecting with 2 kids, and we live with each other.
Okay, so let's, well, there are no new complaints, haven't they, Prosecutor Fisher?
Your Honor, the city has been unable to contact the victim as of right now.
Okay,
We have made attempts.
so I guess we know the reason why. So if there is no new complaints, and Mr. Harris was under the understanding that there was no contact order, which was wrong. There was a no contact order issued by the court. But there are no new complaints. I'm just going to remove the no contact order. But if there is any complaints, see, then you're going to have a problem, because I'm going to issue a bond and I'm going to issue a no contact order. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. No new issues, Mr. Harris, just to be clear, okay? Don't comment on the facts, but no new issues. Okay, this is a 2016 case. Okay, have a good day, sir. See you
Thank
then.
We would request a personal bond in this matter. Mr. Wilson has been sitting in jail for about 2 weeks now, maybe a little bit less. The original incident did occur in September, and Mr. Wilson and the alleged victim have been together since then with no issues until Mr. Wilson became aware of the warrant. And then he got arrested, and now this is happening.
But he has a 2019 DV.
2000.
He has a DV, act menacing,
That's
with the same victim, according with the prosecutor. Would that be accurate?
That's where I got arrested, but this,
Well, then
Let's
that's not the
see.
same incident.
it's not the same incident.
Right, it's separate, if they occur on separate dates, then they're separate incidents. But that's okay, we can deal with this too. I apologize, Your Honor,
I
I
have a personal bond.
misunderstood Mr. Wilson.
No,
I had a fight.
I'm sorry, your motion for a personal bond is denied.
Okay.
Same bond, 5,000, 10%. If he pays at a CSR and GPS, just because it's the same victim, and after 2018 and 2019. But we're gonna move this quick to resolve it because you're in jail. So what are we doing? So discovery is completed or needed?
No, Your Honor, discovery is needed. This is a first pretrial, so discovery does need to be completed.
Okay, this is a 2018 case, so I'm assuming you already have the evidence for that case.
Yes, Your Honor.
The only evidence that you will be needing is the act menacing.
And I have most of that, Your Honor, only waiting on a 911 call. So the vast majority of discovery can be completed very
Okay,
quickly.
so I want to give you, if I give you a week, would that suffice?
I'll make it work, Your Honor.
Make it work. Today is the 13th. Mr. Wilson, you're coming back the 20th, next week. Prosecutor Fisher, I want you to talk to the victim as to the bond. And I'm going to make a note
Okay, Your Honor.
here. Okay. Mr. Fisher, to talk to the victim. You had requested that the victim be excused for next appearance. Is that correct? Or can she be here next to the 20th?
Well, Your Honor, are you saying the 20th for a pretrial or for a trial?
No, unless you want a trial without the evidence.
Yeah, pretty sure,
I assume you're
please.
saying for a pretrial, okay.
Of course.
I will speak with the victim, Your Honor, and request that she attend on the 20th.
Okay. So victim to be present.
Your Honor, Mr. Wilson would like the court to know that he has been working for Cleveland Screw Company for quite some time, and that he is in danger of losing his job at this point.
And my property.
And his house.
My car is in front of her house. Okay.
But
And I
Mr.
want-
Wilson, I understand, and if it would have been the 2018 personal bond would be issued, but because of the 2019 allegation, it's only an allegation, so that's why instead of giving 2 weeks, I'm gonna just give 1 week. If the victim doesn't come, I then will reconsider giving you a personal bond. I don't want you to stay in jail. It's not what I like to do. It's just that the totality of the circumstances, I need to be sure that the community is secure too. So I want you to know that even though I understand your position and I am sensitive to your position, I cannot control what happened. What happened, happened. I cannot erase that. So just wait until the 20th, and I'm looking forward to give you a personal bond. Okay? Just want to be sure that the victim has a constitutional right as well to be heard as to what's happening with the case and as to bond. I just want to comply with the law, and I usually do not give continuances that short, but because you're in jail, I am doing that, trying to advance the fact and the discussion for the bond. I know I understand you, but I just wanted to give you an explanation so you know where I'm coming from. You see, I'm in a place that you have placed me in that I wish I'm not in that place, because I would have given you the PV with the 2018 alone, but the 2019 made me think about it. So, but I will reconsider next Wednesday, okay? Unless the prosecutor Fisher could tell us that the 19th is a good day. Okay, I'll tell you this. Discovery could be less. Let's continue it for February 19th.
That's fine.
And the victim should be here, and the only purpose is to address the bond.
Thank you.
Okay? And then if evidence is still needed, we will give other continuances, but by then I hope that the scenario is different. Okay.
For a videotape copy of this episode, call 664-3571 with the following information on your TV screen.